warp forces are the same that bond.
One. Hey everybody, welcome back to another cast by Stitch StarCraft. Today I'm joined by Derpy, a Grandmaster level Protoss, and we are going to do a dual cast, and today's game is going to be Black Citadel, who is also known as ST Rainbow, and he's going to be up against Orly, or you can also call him O really. So Derpy, let's introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Derpy and I mostly play on the SA server. Right now it's my first time casting with Stitch, and for what I've known, he's actually quite a great caster. On this map we actually see lots of Terran do the 2-Rex Expo pressure. What do you think, Stitch?
Yeah, the 2-Rex, obviously the 2-Rex pressure will be very, very good because you can also secure your expansion, and it also gives you a lot of map control, and it forces the Zerg to make Zerglings, and that's exactly what you want to do as a Terran player. Make the Zerg behind in macro, especially on a map like this.
Yeah. Right, so what's going on now?
Well, right now both players are starting really a normal build. Not much. It is the first few minutes of the game. And right now, oh, we do have a spawning pool. This is pretty early. What do you think, Derpy?
Yeah, it's actually quite an early pool. Might actually be maybe he actually knows that the Black Citadel is actually not walling off. I'm not sure. So he's going for a tempo which actually might do damage, because right now Black Citadel is his barrack. It's actually not at his ramp. So the early Zerglings might be expected. Oh, and right now, right, what I've been hearing from most Zerg players is that 11 pool is actually one of the best economic Zerg strategy to go. Right?
Oh, really? How does that go?
I'm not really sure, but Jason, Cute from SA server actually told me this. It's part of. Oh, hold on, let me check. Right, so you go ahead casting first.
All right, and here comes a drone. The drone is going to scout ST Rainbow's base, and there's an orbital command. There's no gas. There's no wall in. I really want to see how this goes out for him. We do have 6 Zerglings coming out. This can be very, very bad for Rainbow, since he does not have a wall in. And Derpy, it looks like you're back.
Yeah. Right, and the drone actually blocks off the expansion. What is Black Citadel gonna do? He actually doesn't see the 11 pool, because he hasn't actually scouted Zerg yet.
Yeah, and here comes...
6 Zerglings are on the way.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be pretty bad. We do have 2 Marines, and obviously some SCVs will be forced off the line to defend this, because I just can't see how Rainbow would be able to micro off 2 Marines against 6 Zerglings, as the expansion has started, and there might be even a chance that it has to be delayed.
Yeah. Alright. Actually 8 Zerglings though.
Yeah, here comes the Zerglings. Oh, the Zerglings going to intercept the first Marine. And this was looking quite bad for Rainbow right now, as his ramp is blocked off by the Zerglings. The Marines are so well positioned, but I just don't see how they're going to manage. Even the SCV building, the
2 Marines still go down, and 3 SCVs still good.
Yeah, a lot of SCVs are being
the command center needs to get cancelled, or a lot of SCVs get put. Right. There's actually quite delays the Terran economy, because right now it's doing an expansion, but he has pulled off so many SCVs and losing so many of them as well.
Yeah, that's huge. He pulled off 5 SCVs, and right now 4 SCVs, actually 5 SCVs are still not working. And right now ST Rainbow realizes he really needs to wall off right now, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. As actually even the Zerg is not that far behind. Ahead. Sorry. Right now the Zerg is only at 20 harvesters and the Terran at 17. So the Terran isn't so behind, but do realize that the Zerg does have his expansion up already.
Yeah, but note that 7 drones actually on the way. 8 drones actually. So it's technically 28 drones to 18 SCVs, and right now the Terran can't actually put any pressure because he lost all his early Marines. Right?
Yeah.
So the Zerg actually feel safe and might be actually going soon actually go for a third. Let's see the game. Actually dropping Evolution Chamber, might be expecting Banshee Cheese, or just going for the upgrades. I'm not sure. Right.
Yeah, right now Rainbow is getting tech labs on his factory, so he's definitely have to tanks or even Blue Flame Hellions, it actually can catch the Zerg off guard. I mean, usually a Zerg would not expect Blue Flame Hellions right after a strong harass that they put on. So I'd like to see, but we do have a tank, so this is obviously going to be a tank play. And that's exactly what Rainbow needs to do. I mean, he needs to get back in this economy game, and the only way to do that is to turtle up for a bit.
Yeah.
See that the creep spreading has started. We do have a macro hatch inside the main of Orly's base. Looks like he's droning up very heavily.
Going up. Yeah. Right, so a hatchery is on the way. Actually, what is he doing? He's actually making his base. Might actually want to catch up with his macro because that's obviously a macro hatch. I would rather expand in this situation though. What do you think, Stitch?
Yeah, definitely. Expanding against a Terran that has to turtle up is definitely what you want to do, because when you expand on 3 base, you can pull up far ahead, and you can get the larva as well. It's basically the same. And I just don't know why Orly doesn't decide to expand. He put up so much pressure that he shouldn't expect any early timing push from ST Rainbow right now. And you can see that he is actually really saturated in both bases. Like, he is definitely good enough for the expansion. And here it goes. There is the third.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Actually getting gas right now. We should be seeing a lab pretty soon, and he's actually getting a roach war. Will we see a roach link aggression push? Because 80 links and 5 roaches are on the way.
Yeah, we also have a medevac coming on the way on the far left, but it looks like Orly's totally prepared for it.
And back to those actually, yeah.
Oh, the medevac!
Medevac doesn't get sniped, but actually this push might be warded off because right now only 2 medevacs and 1 medic at the base. Already actually completely expects this push, actually dropping 2 spine crawlers at his main. We see a lag coming up.
Oh, do you see this? There are 2 tanks in a medevac coming out. I really want to see how this goes. He's probably going to do a small siege tank line down at the main of Orly. And he's probably going to have to do the elevator play, put the Marines on top, and try to snipe out the spine crawlers and do a very death push to the Zerg's base. But I just don't know how this will go. It definitely might go really well because it doesn't look like our Zerg player has a Spire. Oh my gosh, his lair isn't even finished. And so he can actually do a lot of damage. You see that Orly is working on the back rocks over there, trying to snipe the tanks out, but he will actually be put really behind right now because of this. But
the tanks are actually too close to the ramp, and
no, that is really bad. He doesn't even have a medevac. He can't even spot the high ground. And this is just really poor positioning for the Terran player as the spinals are being moved up. And this might just be the end of the push already.
Yeah, he should back out right now because there's no way he could have actually break through. Spine actually is picking off the tank, and the tank does go down. Oh, he actually gets lifted off.
Oh, nice. Beautiful play. But I just don't see how the Terran can go on from this. He doesn't have an expansion going up. So this pressure is just purely a pressurizing play. He's not really getting any expansion after this. But, oh, he does take out the 2 spine crawlers. This is important. Oh, Queen's transfusing the spine crawler, but it does fall. And there is still 1 tank. And, wow, it actually got repaired. Or, wow. Here comes the elevator push. Marines being dropped on the high ground. Zerglings coming in. And I'd like to see how this goes.
Actually, this push is doing much more damage than I expected because I was expecting it to fail actually. But let's see. Terran's actually attacking up the Marauders as well. So is it actually just getting counters for the roaches? Only 4 roaches on the field and 71 Zerglings, and we see Zerg actually moving out. And his Zerglings, what is he gonna do? He's gonna bust the second back rocks, and the Terran does see it. What is his reaction? Oh,
check this out. He's got another medevac. I love what the Terran's doing here. He's got some really crazy drops right now. And the Zerg is, yeah, as you said, working on the background. So many medevac full of units. This is absolutely amazing. Got 3 siege tanks on the low ground now.
Note that actually Zerg's taking so many expansions, so I would say he may have lost this. I mean, he may have lost this aggression because this aggression is actually doing too much damage. Actually, Marines get loaded up and the Infestor does go down. 1 fungal gets put out, 2 fungals, and the sack of Marines all dying. Right. What do you think? If you were a Terran, right? So, what do you think you would do in this position? Would you expand or would you continue to do this pressure and try to win the game with this?
Well, honestly, I would really just... I honestly don't know, because the thing is, what's really weird about the Zerg's play is he doesn't choose to go mutas. Even though he knows that so many drops are coming on the way, he's not going mutas. And that's what's really disappointing right now, because, I mean, if he just went mutas, he would do so much damage. But right now, I think as a Terran, if I know I've got this big of a lead with these siege tanks doing so much damage, I would definitely just continue this. I mean, there is really... I can just stay on 3 base and just try to end this game, because look at this. The Zerg's expansions are really, really open. As long as I try to get a counterattack, I can do so much damage right now. And that's exactly what ST
But the
Rainbow's
2
doing.
bedrocks do go down, right? So the push might end here because so many Zerglings and so many infested Terrans get put down. Look at the 2 bedrocks. And this push does get warded off. I think the Terran actually slipped there because he didn't actually have anything to scout the bedrocks. Only he let it go down. And what?
Oh! Losing a lot of infestors over there, actually, but whether or not he does lose the infestors, he does lose the push. But there is a drop over here at the left-hand side, the 3rd, and it looks like it might get cleaned up. Steam coming in, not going to clear off the Marines. These Marines might actually snipe out the expansion. The Zerg's not reacting. He's got so many Speedlings right at the bottom, but Roaches do come in. They're going to clean up. Is expansion going to go down? Oh, no, it's not going to go down. And right now, really just might as well saved his game, as there are a lot of tanks, but just not enough Marines.
Yeah. Well, I think Orly is actually getting a very huge lead right now. It's 4 base vs 3. And so many... Actually, we don't see any banelings on the way. Well, I guess he doesn't need banelings because he has actually 5 infestors in the field with more than enough energy to deal with any aggression.
Yeah, actually, this push by the Terran right now, it might take out the 4th base if he positions the tank well. And he's doing a decent job, but oh no! The tanks are a bit undefended, but they are just so well positioned that there's nothing the Zerg can do, and the Zerg does lose his 4th base. So right now, he's basically on even ground with the Terran. And if we look at the Harvester's count, wow, the Zerg is ahead by 21, but he did lose an expansion. And ooh, here comes some Zerglings going to deny the fort of ST Rainbow right now. Very good play.
And the Terrans actually going to keep up this contain because the Zerg can't actually move out with that many tanks on the line. And he moves his infestors to the Xel'Naga tower. Oh, he's backing out, right?
So what do you think, Derpy? Right now, for the Terran player, he's really just stuck on 3 bases. He's got all these siege tanks, but they can't move on the creep because it's just way too... Oh, the fungal growth! That's really, really good fungal growth. Taking out almost all those Marines.
Right now, the Terran, I would say the Terran's in a really bad position because he lost all his... He only has tanks in the field, literally just so little Marines, and he's going to lose all of them right now.
Oh god. This is really, really bad right now for Rainbow. I think he just... Yeah.
But actually, reinforcements coming through, and we look at the supply count. The Terran actually low in harvesters, right? The Zerg get 30 more, but the supply count is pretty even. So Terran actually is lead in the attack force right now. So we'll see what he does. He still keeps up another contain with very little Marines in the which might get just sniped off with 2 fungos. Alright.
Yeah, check this out. We do have the Greater Spire right now going up for. Oh, really? So we're gonna see them Broodlords. But honestly, this game, I just don't know why the Zerg doesn't decide to go for some Banelings. I mean, one Fungal, some Banelings, and that would just really end the push. I just don't get why that didn't happen. But there is a drop over here. 2 medevacs of Marines.
And the Corruptors actually take out this medevac. Right. Like what you said that the why these Zerg didn't go Banelings, I think it's because right now he's going so gas heavy, he's actually getting so much infestors, and he wants to take up the Brood Lords, right? He needs to save those gas in order to get enough Brood Lords. Because if we see right now, he doesn't actually have enough gas for that many Brood Lords as well. Only 500 gas. If he takes 2 Banelings now, it might be 2 gas intensive, and infestors are actually enough to ward off Terror Push as we see what he's doing right now. But the Zerg actually losing so much.
Oh no.
And yeah.
Wow. That was actually a really, really bad engagement for the Zerg. I honestly don't know why he didn't decide to mind control. Does he even have mind control, honestly?
Neuroparasite, no, he doesn't have Neuroparasite.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. But he does manage to take out all these Marines. But there's just so many siege tanks, but there are 6 Broodlords that are halfway done. And when these pop, I want to see how these Terran can react to it, because he definitely does not have enough Marines right now. But he does have Vikings, and this is bad.
Yeah, he has 2 Vikings.
Oh
Zerg
no.
doesn't have any anti-air.
He only has 1 Corruptor. Oh, this is really... This is just...
He has Neuroparasite though, it would be pretty good because he can actually control the Vikings to attack each other.
Yeah, that'd be very, very, very good.
1 Brood Lord does go down.
Yeah,
2 Brood Lords actually.
This is just ugly right now.
And another Brood Lord does go down.
Yeah, right now SQ Rainbow can just stim right into the Brood Lords. Try to snipe them out if they go too far. Oh gosh, losing 3 Brood Lords already. That's a lot of resources lost.
You see the Zerglings actually going for the 4th expansion, but gets taken up by the Planetary Fortress.
Yeah, this is slowly looking bad for the Zerg. He still doesn't have Banelings, and the Terrans got Vikings now, and he's still got tanks. And so far, the Terran has been doing so much damage to the Zerg. I think the Terran's even ahead in upgrades. He's getting his 3+1. +3, sorry. And
+3, yeah, +3 attack. Terran actually has a stronger attacking force right now because we look at the harvester count again. Zerg with 100 drones and the Terran with 64 SCVs. So if we do some math, the Terran is ahead by a lot.
Yeah, and just looking at O'Reilly's choice of units, he honestly does not have enough Speedlings. Like, there is just no way his Speedlings will be enough to hold off Marines and Swords. And right now, this actually might be the game-ending battle, as some Broodlords are coming in, there are Corruptors, and Infestors coming in. Are they going to fungal growth? It would be huge. Yes, they are. That is absolutely a great fungal growth.
And all the Marines get taken out.
Yeah, this looks really bad for the Terran right now. Total game changer, those Infestors. Taking out all the tanks, going to chase after those Marines. We do have another 2 Thor coming in right now, but I just don't know, because the Infestors still have energy to fungal growth even more.
Oh, this is really looking bad for Terran because he can't reinforce that fast as well. Let's see, he has 9 Marines, 1 Thor on the way and searching the 3 armor upgrade. Let's see what the Terran next move is, because is he gonna abuse the immobility of the Zerg with Root Lords, or is he just gonna I'm not sure, turn it off.
Yeah.
No siege tanks on the way as well.
Basically, as long as the Terran can catch the Broodlords off guard without their Infestors, it is just really bad. And here comes the Stimmer range. Going to target fire the Broodlords. 1 Broodlord does fall. Zerglings get the surround, but I don't think there are enough just Zerglings. And oh my gosh, these Broodlords. Where are the Infestors?
The Infestors actually in the night as well. Going for the
Oh,
fourth actually. That is
wow.
a very
That was
bad.
a huge mistake. This
Yeah.
actually just might cost him the game.
But just cost him the game. But
can see-
Terran
Brewlords are falling once again. And
and
since,
only one Broodlord is left.
yeah, and since the infestors don't have Nero Parasite, they can do nothing against Mech, honestly. So that's pretty much. This is a really, really hard moment for a Zerg player, where you're stuck with infestors and they don't have Nero Parasite. So they're kind of useless right now against the Lords. They are gonna make infested
Terran
here.
have enough lava to produce mass producing, so Luke's like is in a very bad position. Oh, and actually this push gets taken out by infestors.
Yeah, honestly, this game, I have no idea what's going on. There is a drop over here by Rainbow, but it's gonna get cleaned up by Spine Crawlers. And wow, actually the Zerg just pulled himself back into that game. I have no idea how this game is going. Like, there are times where you think the Zerg is gonna win and the Terran's gonna win, but it keeps flipping. Like, the tables are off, like, they are definitely weird. But there is a push over here by the Terran going to snipe out this base. I believe this is the 5th going down.
And look at Terran. Terran's fault. Infested Terrans actually are getting put down and gets taken out as well.
Yeah, this is just really, really great mindset for Rainbow. He's just got so much knowledge of the game. He knows that there will be counterattack like this, but looks like the tank's going to get cleaned up. Right now, all we have is infestors and Broodlords, and there's only a few seedlings. This is going to be really, really micro-intensive for the Zerg player. And we do have 3 Thors, a lot of Marines, probably going to push once again. This is going to be really, really, really deadly, honestly. Like, I just don't see how this will work for the Zerg player, but he does have 6 Ultras.
Yeah. 6 Ultras on the way, which will do so much damage against this Terran. They're actually going to field right now.
Yeah, this is going to look really bad. So many infested Terrans out. And,
but like you said before, I am not sure why the Zerg doesn't actually get Neuro Parasite during this whole the whole battle, because if he did have Neuro Parasite, the battle might actually go in his favor much earlier, right?
Yeah, definitely. But these Ultras are really doing the job. Fungal growthing and getting the splash damage. This just really, I think this is game, finally. I just don't see how the Terran can come back from this. You got Vikings,
Yes.
but are there even any Broodlords? No, there are
There are
no.
no Broodlords.
Yeah, so these Vikings will be really, really bored in battle. So I really don't know what's going on right now. He's got Infestors and Ultras, and that can just totally rape Marine Marauder. So, wow.
The Terran actually abusing the cliff on Shakura's plateau, and there's no way to attack up because of the ramp above there, and this bomber is actually doing more damage. I think there's no way the Terran can win right now. It's 200 supply against 127 supply. The Terran has a very small attacking force. Only 30 Marines in the field against 14 infestors. When you have more infested than Marines, you know it's game.
Yeah, this is definitely game for ST Rainbow right now. We're just gonna wait for the GG, and that was actually a very interesting game. Honestly, that was really interesting. Like, I can't believe how it turned out, because the Terran looked like he was ahead for almost the whole mid game until the Broodlords came out, and he looked like he was doing really, really well with that push on the low ground. But
then,
yeah, he just completely lost it after those
Rocks got taken
infestors.
out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got a bit careless there. What do you see now? I don't know. The Zerg's backing out to oh, there's actually a push in this main. But yeah,
Yeah, this is there's
just
no
have
way.
a moment of silence for Terran.
Yeah.
Because there's actually nothing more to say.
Yeah, rest in
Terran's
peace.
on
Rest in
2
peace.
base. Yeah.
Black Citadel, aka ST Rainbow. Vester's coming in, going to clean up the push. Oh, this is ugly. These Marines are like, ah, there's a Vester Terran right next to me.
I'm not sure what Terran is in GGing right now.
Well, the thing about Korean players are they are so persistent. Like we all call Koreans like the super hard workers, and obviously we're seeing them right now. Well,
the Marauder is actually doing a lot of damage to the Ultralist. But yeah, I don't know. I would GG about 5 minutes ago right now.
yeah.
Terran just getting demolished right now.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, here comes the Ultras, surround all the stores. This has to be GG right now. I think even though you're a hard worker, you still have to realize the facts of the game when you lose.
Yeah.
4 Marauders, actually 5 Marauders in 2 medevacs won't save you anything. Oh my gosh, what is he doing?
I don't know. Probably just delaying it. Impressive Terrans do go against the Planetary Fortress.
Well, honestly, actually, Terran, if you think about it, isn't so behind because the Zerg's got 3 mining bases and the Terran's got 2. And one of the Zerg's mining bases barely has any drones. So, but this is obviously in army, it's so over.
GG.
GG. And Planetary Fortress falls. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, what is he doing, honestly? This is just a complete, like, embarrassment. Well, so I might as well do the closer for this game, as it's basically gone. So, Derpy, how'd you think of this game? How'd you think of this game?
I have no idea because I'm a Protoss player, but based on games I've observed, I don't know that Terran low ground elevator push was actually quite good.
Yeah.
He got a bit careless there, let the bedrocks get taken out, lost that, and then from then on I would say he was a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But like what you pointed out just before was that the Zerg should have gone in Banelings. He could have gone a newer Parasite. I think if he gone on that too, those two whatever units and upgrades, he might have actually been so much ahead that the game would have ended so much sooner. Because if he had Banelings, he could have taken out many of the Terran's push. Because Brute Lords this game weren't that useful if you see, because they were actually killed off by Vikings, right?
Yeah.
And he was actually forced to tech to Ultras.
Yeah, we saw that this game. And, well, thank you for casting with me, Derpy. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to Derpy's voice. He is an amazing Protoss player. I've seen him play. He's actually in Diamond right now, but he is slightly favored over Grandmaster players. So his MMR is crazy. He's a very, very good player. Look out for him if you are on the SCA server. And Derpy, you want to close this off with a goodbye?
Right, goodbye guys, and this is my first time casting, so please excuse any mistakes that I made. Right, I'm not really experienced in the casting scene. Right, and please look at Stitch. His videos, his casting is phenomenal, and me as a player, I enjoy his cast. So please checking out on YouTube and when he streams. Right, and I'm Derpy and I'm signing off.
Alright, see
Bye,
you guys
Stitch.
next time.